Good morrow, scholars. Welcome to the Court of Owls. What do you think of my shirt? I don't know if I've worn it on the channel yet or not. It's been a while, at the very least. I thought it might be fun to have this mask on just for today. I don't know why. I'm just in a very Batman-y mood today. I thought I'd go over some things about Twilight that I haven't had a chance to go over with you guys, I don't believe. First and foremost, I haven't been reading any of the books for the last couple of days because I haven't been at work. And I do most of my reading at work, which I guess I could have read last night while I was waiting for my dad to finish watching the game. But I thought it'd be more fun to practice with the lightsaber. I had a lot of amusing injuries, let's say. And I was thinking, there was a few years ago, Miga and we had decided we were going to write a counterpart, I guess you could say, to Twilight, just the universe as a whole rather than the specific books. Although, I guess in my case, it would really more be like the first book, just it would be much more action-oriented in regards to mine, and with his was very meta, is the best way I can describe it. For instance, his character, in his book, we were writing two different ones, and this was just a little side project that we kind of forgot about. And his character was self-aware, number one. Two, he would have access to the books from the real world in story, and his whole purpose would be to kill the vampires in the Twilight universe using knowledge that he gleaned from the books that he has, based on the books that, you know, he lives in, I guess. I don't know, it's hard to describe. I decided to go a more, I don't want to say intelligent route, but a more story-driven one. Although I guess his would be more story-driven in the fact that he's reading the story in real time and going from there. But I was thinking, since the movie Unbreakable, if you guys remember that one, I think it was like in 2003. I can't remember, actually. Well, in it, Bruce Willis's character has super strength and durability. And Samuel L. Jackson's character, if I remember correctly, did not. He was very much made of paper mache or Raditz. And it got me thinking, since we have here someone who decided to become a supervillain so that he can make a hero, why not do something similar for Twilight? And since Bella and her blood is so universally enticing to every single vampire, regardless of where they're from or what they believe or really anything, I thought there should be a character who was the opposite. Their blood is so repugnant that it drives them to flee almost upon, well, not sight, but smell, I guess. It's kind of hard to breathe in this thing. I'm not used to breathing through my mouth. I usually breathe through my nose, but it's kind of hard to do with this mask on. Anywho, so I was thinking it'd be kind of a cool thing to do, maybe for the channel, if I could turn this into like a radio drama, perhaps. I get some friends to provide voiceover work, and then I can just edit them into one long strip of audio and upload it to YouTube. So let me know if you'd be interested in a story about an anti-Bella, or I guess reverse Bella, if you guys are fans of The Flash. I think is a good way to think about it. Like, for instance, my character would be inspired somewhat by the Haitian from Heroes, back when it was a really good show and very promising, in that he causes vampires to lose their abilities whenever they're within range. Since so many of them rely on their powers as opposed to their powers, I guess. I don't know. Another thing that got me thinking was the fact that at the end of book 4, Breaking Dawn, which most people didn't like, apparently, and I understand why. I didn't really like it much either. Even as a non-fan, I didn't like it. But they mention werewolves and how the Quiutes in the story were not werewolves but skinwalkers, or I think they use the term skin changers. But if you have any rudimentary knowledge of Native American folklore, you would know that the skinwalker is a very prominent figure in many Native American myths. They can turn wolves, bears, mountain lions, I think even hawks and eagles. I want to see a skinwalker, and this isn't anything like in The Walking Dead where they have the skin of a zombie draped over them. No, nothing to do with that. But I want to see a skinwalker of a turtle, because it would be like a knockoff Ninja Turtles type of a thing, and I just think it'd be hilarious. So yeah, like I said, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. And let's see. Oh, but to continue with the werewolf thing, I was thinking, since they mention in the books that werewolves are quite dangerous to vampires, even though one vampire could take out a group of werewolves on its own. So I thought, have this character be to werewolves what Bella is to vampires, and he or she, I'm not opposed to, gender equality, far from it. I just thought it'd be interesting to have a male character in place of Bella, and that ends up happening with Twilight Reimagined. Go figure. And he would rally the werewolves and be able to remove most of the the advantages that the vampires have over the werewolves, even though, if I remember correctly, the vampires' abilities are not as prominent, or they're not as useful against the Quiutes, who are part human and part animal, apparently. I talked about in the Twilight racist or very racist video. So I would imagine that werewolves would have some, not immunity, but resistance, kind of like dwarves do to most magics, and the Lord of the Rings. Oh, let me know if you want to see any videos on Lord of the Rings. Oh man, I love the movies, I love the books. The Hobbit was good too. I need to read like all the other stuff, like the Silmarillion and whatnot. I think that's about it over this video. Look out for the next video. I'm about to record it and have it uploaded pretty soon. And it's going to be about vampire survival and some tips and tricks that one might not think of or you have thought of and whatnot. So let me know if I do a good job on that and if I should continue it and turn it into a week-long thing like I did with the Zombie Survival Week. And until next time, goodbye everybody.